So the HYROX 2023 Singapore race has just come to an end, and we had so much fun covering the event. We actually spent most of the time in the women's doubles because that's where our teammates were. But overall, the whole entire ambience, the atmosphere was just electrifying, and we had so much fun. So if you're here for the first time, you'll be wondering, what in the world is HYROX? Well, HYROX is actually a fitness sport. So it was first launched in Germany in 2017, and now it's spread out throughout 11 different countries and over 30 different cities. It's like CrossFit. Like CrossFit is its own sport with its own rules, with its own games, with its own events. HYROX is the same, albeit you have more endurance-based kind of events as compared to CrossFit. But yeah, they are separate, but HYROX is just that. It's a fitness sports race. So the HYROX event takes place like so. You will have 8 stations to complete, and within the 8 stations, you have a 1 kilometer run to complete first before moving on to the next station. So regardless of what category you'll be joining, men's pro, or doubles or relay, you'll start off first by a 1 kilometer run. Once you're done with that, you go into your first station, which is HYROX, and once you're done with your HYROX, you'll be running another 1 kilometer, and you're going into your second station, and so on and so forth, all the way to the last station. It's station number 8, finish your wall balls of 100 reps, and then you are done for the race. So you have 8 stations to complete. The first station will be your HYROX, followed by your sled push, followed by your sled pull, rowers. After your rowers, you'll be doing burpees. After your burpees, you'll be doing farmer's carry or farmer's walk. After your farmer's walk, you'll be doing sandbag walking lunges, and the final station will be wall balls. So there are a few categories if you are interested to take part. There will be men's open, men's pro, women's open, women's pro. You have a doubles mix, male and a female, or you have 2 females or 2 males, and then you will have your relay, which is a group of 4 people competing in the same event, but obviously spread out throughout 4 individuals. And they all have their own different take to it. So say for example, men's open, women's open, it's really more of an endurance of a race where you have to really pace yourself throughout all 8 stations, because don't forget, you have a total of 8 kilometers to run, which is not easy considering the fact that a lot of their stations are high in explosiveness and high in power. And as for the doubles, which is a pair between 2 people, you complete the same 8 stations, the same 8 click, same format. It's really about teamwork, knowing each another's strengths and weaknesses to take over your partner when he or she becomes tired, and to actually understand the mental psyche you and your partner have, so that you can actually learn how to balance one another. And as for the relay, it's all about intensity, because since there are 4 people, there will just be 2 stations per individual, which means you have to go all out for the runs, go all out for the stations. Unlike the men's singles or the ladies singles and the doubles, this is really just you and you alone hammering it out as fast as you can, and it's pretty tiring. However, for the men and women's pro, it is a mix of endurance and intensity, as well as a full on-out competition between one another. It's a whole different level. People's 1 kilometer run, for example, is usually taken as active recovery in zone 2. 1 click pace will be about 5 to 7 minutes depending on individual, so it varies. But for the men's and women's pro, they'll finish it under 5 minutes for every single kilometer. And for every station, they have to know the strengths and weaknesses, to know when to slow down and to pace, and to know when to sprint and go all out. So it's a whole different ballgame. Yeah, the HYROX competition is less of a competition if you join the relay or doubles or even opens, if you're more to wanting to challenge yourself or actually understand the whole mental psyche of competitive sports, whereas you can still take it at your own pace. A beginner can definitely do HYROX because there is no time fixed limit. If someone overtakes you, they overtake you. No one's going to penalize you for being slower. But can you do it without any prior training? Yeah, for sure. As long as you're fit enough to stand, walk, jump, bend over, you're more than able to try it out. You can take it at your own pace. If you need to call quits, just call quits. No one's going to look down on you. No one's going to penalize you. It's you and you alone, and your family and friends will be there to cheer you on. It's just a really fun event to go to. One of the few hard things that people tend to go through when doing HYROX is actually their pacing, their endurance, the explosiveness when it comes to the individual stations. While representing active intel in this challenge, well, actually not really active intel, me and my mates who are also fellow personal trainers, we took on this challenge to actually want to go through what the members will go through, what participants will go through, because it's been a while since we actually went through a competition, and it's been a while since I felt so alive, that adrenaline rushing through your veins instead of just the boring going to the gym and doing the same old routine every day, staring in the mirror. Oh, I can bench 45 on the incline dumbbell today. Wow. I mean, there's not much kick to it, but yeah, and I didn't really want to go through a whole higher level of athletical competition because it's very strenuous to my body, and my body's already broken, as well as half of the editorial team as well, and that's why we started Active Intel to teach people wiser and more rational fitness decisions. But yeah, HYROX is fun. It'll come back next year, so I'll see you guys there then.